Alright, YouTube, how's it going? We're doing some more playtesting today. Testing some more skids. This is kind of like a well-connected fighter skids. I don't know if it's going to be good. I am not optimistic. But we're going to find out, aren't we? And I have Daisy here to get clues, and we know what I know how to play... Frick! I know how to play Daisy. Me and Mark Harrigan, I mean, I think I just... I mean, there wasn't a lot of action, then it all exploded at the end, but... Me and Daisy, we're good friends. Her and I've played her many times. So much so I'm actually going to start with her mulligan, just because... Looking for a research librarian or an old book of lore. So sick! So sick. Alright, Lonnie's sick. Faustian Bargain is sick to get us going right off the bat. And then I think these are going to try to turn into something else. Maybe a well-connected. I might actually be a demon. Alright, Old Book of Lore, Ward of Protection can stay. This Astounding Revelation can go. This Enraptured can go. We want to not draw another Astounding Revelation here. That's a pretty sick opening hand. Okay. Okay. So I think the course of action here is with Daisy, we're going to play the Old Book of Lore. That's numero uno. Sorry, you're not a guardian. You know, you're trying to be. For a free action, we're actually going to give Skids the search. Card draws it. Yeah, the Derringer that's exactly what we're looking for, because then now soon we can start just saving money. We're going to, I think, just grab a money and then draw a card. Because next turn we can play Dr. Milan and just keep it going. You can just keep it going. Over here, so we want to use the Faustian Bargain just for Skids. Then we want to drop the well-connected. I think, yeah. Let's test. All right. So then what I think we do is we... Curse tokens there. I believe they're in there. I added 2. Relvar, how's it going? So I think what we do is I think we got to risk it a bit. We got to gamble. So we're going to do 2, but we're going to be up 4. So we're at 4-2. -0, so that gets us 4 resources. So then I think we play the gun over Lonnie. No, because there's really only spiders right now. We play Lonnie. Okay. Upkeep phase. I don't think I shuffled my deck, because that's what we were supposed to have. 1 less money, please. Soup. Nice. All right, 1 of 2. Evil card is damage and a horror on Lonnie, you say. And then over here, we got a locked door. You know, Skids, that sounds like a you problem. Sounds like a you problem. Something I need you to fix ASAP. Yeah, we can bust down this door, though. Pretty simple. I mean, it's actually not simple, really. Okay. Well, Daisy, you can go first, and I think we're actually like just gonna like maybe try to ignore this door. You're gonna once again let Skids look at the top 3. He's gonna grab this Faustian Bargain. That's an amazing draw there. And I think, Daisy, you're just gonna then play Dr. Milan for action number 1. And then you're gonna hippity hop up here, which I think has clues. It does. Oh, incredible. Then we're gonna just investigate here at 6 to 3. All right. The red tokens continue. Okay, we're going to do a Faustian Bargain. Oh my god. Adding 2 curse tokens. Then we're going to gamble. We're going to spend 2, and we're going to well connected to be 5 to 2. So we'll get 4 resources. Action number 2 is going to be play a gun. And then action number 3, I guess we could try to break this door open to just 4 all and maybe eat a curse token. Yeah, we're going to use foot. Hey. Hey. Oh, that's the best it could have gone. Holy heck, that was lucky. Remove those Faustians out of there. Okay. Upkeep phase. Upkeep over here. Nice. All right, this advances. And then we add spiders and outbreak. Infestation begins, and then this. Place 1 damage on the location with the most clues. All right, evil card. Spiders. Evil card is. All right, well, Skids, that's a job for you to deal with in the near future. I think we want Daisy to go first. She's going to just look at the top 3 cards of her deck. She's going to grab a short deny existence. I can grab that shortcut in the future, I think. And then for her 3 actions, she's going to take 4 basic investigate actions. So we're at 6 to 3. Whoa. I may have watched all your draft videos twice. Very entertaining. Great game you guys do adjusted. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm currently in hell. Losing, just drawing tokens like nobody's business. These red tokens. All right, we're good. We'll grab 3 clues. I've drawn so many in these playtests today. Gaining a resource. 3. Okay, Skids, I think you just fight these guys at 4 to 1. Like, just punch them normally. So 4 to 1 for the first one. -1. 4 to 1 for the second. Yep. For the third. Nice. Oop. Give those a shuffle. Put them on the bottom. We're then going to spend 2 resources and a well-connected to be at 5 to 2. Nice. We'll get 4 resources. I think this theory is holding true. That this Skids well-connected can probably do some gross things. We'll have to discard a card, and I think it's honestly just this emergency cash. I think we're past the point of needing money. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So Skids, you're going to need to come and break Daisy out. You're David Espinoza from YouTube. How's it going? I don't know if I like Skids yet. This is my second attempt at a deck by him, but this one already I think is doing better than my first one did. Oh, I didn't do my frickin' thingamajig. That should have changed things. Soup. There we go. At least now we know. Alrighty. Evil card. Night Terrors. Okay. Over here. Well, Skids, you got a job to do. Like, I could water protection those, but it just doesn't seem like that threatening. We could also give this to Daisy. Right? We also could just lose 3 cards here. But we also could just like test with the well-connected to be at 5 to 4. That's really bad, but... Okay. Infestation. Let's not forget this time. Okay. Move in here, get rid of both of these. It's not like a great test. Do we want to, you know what, we actually probably do want to just ward or protection the other one. So yeah, we'll just have one of them. Have this one exist here. I don't think he's going to break this door down. I think getting Daisy out of here is more important. What does she do otherwise with her turn? Great question. Like, maybe in a perfect world... You know what? We're going to try to break the door down. We're going to try to break the door down at 7 to 4. See you later, door. Then we're going to move in here. Now we're only up 1. But I could use this other Lonnie to be up 2. We could also do this burning the midnight oil to help. Do the foot instead. But Skids is going to have to discard a card. So, yeah, let's just assume this other Lonnie's never going to die. We got a fist. So we're up 2. I mean, that's what we have to do. It's done. So that was 1, 2, 3. We're going to spend a money and test 3 to 1. -1. Give me 2 resources, please. Daisy. Daisy. You're an old book of lore yourself. We're going to grab this astounding revelation and probably just this burning the midnight oil. We're going to resolve this one. We'll gain 2 resources. We'll burn some midnight oil, why not, right? And investigate here at 6 to 3. It loves giving me this token. 6 to 3. Then we just move out of here. I mean, like, ultimately things are, like, it's a bit unfortunate, but things are ultimately still going fine. Skids, upkeep phase. Pickpocketing, sweet. Upkeep over here. Another deduction is always sweet. 2 of 6. Evil card over here. Foot bad. Foot bad, brain bad. Easy. This one's probably not worth... Okay. So I think the correct course of action is Skids is going to come in here. He's going to test this. And we're going to go 5 to 4. We'll go 6 to 4 with Daisy's help. All right. And then I suppose we're just going to drop down this pickpocketing, because why not? And then we'll gamble at 3 to 1. Give me my money. Man, that's going to be nice when we can start, like, really being juicy with it. It's a wild time. Daisy, you're just here to grab clues. You're going to give Skids, I think, the old book of lore. Money Talks is nice. High Roller for upgrade. In this deck, yeah, High Roller would probably be the upgrade here. I still need to see what he does in terms of dealing with enemies, because he's supposed to be the goon with this build, but like he might have to be recommended as a flex investigator. But we'll see. Like so far right now, the well connected is doing its job. Daisy, you're gonna grab. I don't know if it's worth it to rush for the clues, TBH. I should have been practice makes perfecting, which is a bit of a misplay on my part. But I'm not going to worry about the what ifs and just keep killing it. But then again, like, this actually is probably worth it for the speed, right? So if we go 7 to 3, yeah, and grab 2 clues. And then we move here and we go 7 to 4. Do we have a -4 in here? We do. We'll go 8 to 4 just to be sure. Nice. Get these cycling through, and then we can like maybe get to them quicker. We'll spend our clues on this guy. All right, put the set aside stairwell and basement door locations into play. We got to make an infestation test, which I also actually honestly forgot to do, so we're going to just keep that going. I'm going to do 2 here just to make up for the one I missed. And then this one is going to be spiders on Skids, who has gone this turn. All right, so we want to grab a spider then that's not going to chunk him for 3. Which is going to be this guy. Two less on here. We've got to control Randolph Carter. Okay, Daisy boop, boop, boop. This guy is going to hit us. And then we go to the upkeep phase. Ooh, I'm going to think on this for a second. I think that you handle this one can go because this Money Talks is essentially like a ward of protection for a test. All right, evil card is... Oh, we're getting put to the test here. And we could just try to evade him, right? Frozen in Fear. That sounds about right. I gotta put these locations into play too. Infestation Test. Okay. We want to spread to this one first because then we can spread to this one next, but I mean, we might as well actually just spread to that one next. All right, Skids, how much damage you got to deal this turn? There should be, actually, one more spider here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Skids, what's your plan? What do you do here? We have 2 shots at this gun, but they have to succeed by 2 or more to deal more damage. So honestly, probably the swarm of spiders is the priority here. So let's take our shot. We have 6 to 1. Cool, so we're gonna get rid of 2 of these guys. Okay. And then we just like kill these 2 and worry about him next turn. Take 2 shots at him. It's tough. He's no Tony Morgan, I'll tell you that much. We could kill the Spider of Lang. Let's try it out. So we're at 5, 7 to 3. Nice. 2 damage on the puppy. We'll draw a card. I mean, if it's meant to be, right? So we were at 8 to 3. Close call 2 can be helpful for this, for these moments. What the frick did I just do? Close call. Let me look at that card. Yeah. So we just go for it again. Man, but there's still big enemies we have to deal with. I mean, we could get another gun with the help of Daisy. Anyways, we're at 4, 6, 8 to 3. Yep, that will defeat him. Get out of here, big spider. You're super spooky and no one likes you. Then we just have these guys. I'm going to draw a card. Okay, taking 2 is fine, and getting through these guys is ultimately going to be okay. And luckily, like, Daisy is going to still just be able to keep killing it. We're going to grab the shortcut. Because Daisy has a job, and that job is getting through all of this. We can grab the victory off this location. Sorry, the clues off this location at 6 to 4 is pretty still fine. And then we can like move down. Yeah, actually, yeah. All right, we'll go 6 to 4. Give me that clue and my money. 6 to 4. All right, we'll fail. You win this one game, but we'll go 6 to 4 one more time. I win this one game. And then we'll save our shortcuts. Because think next turn we can do some good stuff with it. We'll test this test at 4 to 3. We'll use a Promise of Power here. Top 9. All right, we got this. There's 3 Doom in play. I think we want to be through this, so we're going to do a Promise of Power and gain 2 of these. So we have 7 to 3. Let's go. Thank you. No, you don't get it. I get it. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Upkeep phase after getting bonked by some enemies. We have to discard a card. It's going to be this pickpocketing because this card's just... Oh, sorry. We're going to go back in time slightly. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're going to gamble 2 and then go up 3, so we're at 6 to 2. Now we do upkeep. And we discard this. Four of 6. Perform an infestation test. All right, spread the infestation. Foot bad? No, we're gonna do brain bad. Brain bad. All right, Skids, you got a problem, and that problem is kill these spiders. So we're at 4 to 1. Get out of here. 4 to 1, part 2. -3, he's dead. Okay. So I think the plan is we spend 3 and then well connected, so we're at 6 to 3. Oh no, we lost our money. That's okay. Then we move in here for our last action. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, move, rather. Old Book of Lore is going to go to Skids because he wants to find a weapon. And he did find a weapon. And I think Daisy's going to spend 2 actions popping this off. We're actually doing really good for tempo right now. Daisy's going to shortcut Skids into this location. Skids is not going to do the jump, and then she's going to shortcut herself into this location. Getting off this infestation can be like, infested location can be really good for us. And then she's just going to investigate for her last action at 6 to 3. Give me my clues and my money, game. All right, upkeep. Upkeep. 5 of 6. Evil card for Skids. Lonnie, no! I mean, that's fine. All right, that's a Skids thing. That's a Skids thing to solve for sure. Skids, you can go first. Your turn's actually going to be probably pretty easy. You're going to discard this Derringer to get rid of this. That was action 1. Action 2, you're going to bring out a Derringer, which costs 3. Actually, sorry. Before we bring out this Derringer... No, you don't get that. This is mine. We're going to spend 2 to go 6 to 2. And then gain 4. Then we drop this out. And then I think our last action is we're going to grab this man. Let's investigate our location. Sorry, we're gonna old book of lore. I think on Skids. Another gun I think is important. Trenchcoat also can be good. But I think we just need the gun. All right, then we're going to investigate at 6 to 3. Give me that clue. That's an order. Then we're going to move into this location. Sorry. We should have spent 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we actually should have 4 clues. So I can test this parlay. Brain 2. We can commit this prophesy to have 6 to 2. All right, then we test 6 to 2 with our book. And if you succeed, we can spend 4 clues. Sorry, I should have a resource. And then a Randolph Carter asset. Randolph Carter! Sorry, Dr. Milan, but I don't think I need the money. Then we advance. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the deck. It's actually pretty fine, I think. And then each infested location gets test, brain X. X is the location shroud. Investigate the location, speaking is hard. May spend 2 clues as a group to automatically succeed. If you succeed, replace the damage token with a horror token. For the remainder of the game, this location cannot become infested. So, like, we want to get this one done ASAP. If we can get this done, we're in a really good place. I mean, actually, realistically, if we can get this one done, we're in a fantastic place. So, investigated, moved, did the parlay. Okay. Upkeep phase. Hey, I heard you like guns, so I put gun in your gun. This advances. Find each suspicious orderly in play and replace it with the set aside corrupted orderly. So I'm going to put 1 in this deck. And then this suspicious orderly just gets yeeted. He gets yacht. This comes here. Excuse me. This comes here. And then we search the encounter to shuffle the agents of Ajalanaka. So that's a bit spooky. These guys are big and spooky and scary. And then add a skull. And a cultist to the bag. Now this one's going much better than the last one, but it can turn in a second, as is the way of Arkham Horror. Evil cards. Sorry, did I shuffle? I'm gonna just make sure I shuffled. Hey, that's not good. Night terrors, that's fine. Infestation says skull. So we want a spider enemy. Swarm of spiders. And that comes from your deck. Okay, well, luckily we have a gun. And we can also bring out the 45 automatic. We also could just play On the Lamb, which seems like super sick. Okay. What's the plan? Daisy doesn't really have anything she can help with. We want to kill the corrupted orderly now. That's kind of important. I think Daisy wants to just go and get some clues. Her brain isn't like great enough to just pop through these, I don't think. And she only needs 2 clues to do it, so she can like come in here, grab clues, and then like try to do this next turn. That doesn't seem bad. Dare I say, it might actually seem good. So we're gonna go 1. Sorry. We're gonna go 1. We're gonna Old Book of Lore Skids. Give him another lucky. And then we're gonna move in here. All right, then we're gonna investigate at 6 to 2. Oh, I guess Randolph does help us with these brain tests, which is kind of sick, actually. So we can also come up here and grab the clues off this location, because I think there's 2 here. Okay. Okay, so I think we're gonna lightning bolt Skid's ability. Just by 2. And I'm actually gonna use the well connected for this, which doesn't really make sense, but it's what we're gonna do. And it's just because I feel like it's the most right thing to do. So we're testing 6 to 2. So that's going to give us 4 resources, which puts us to 20. We then, this is fast, so we're going to pull our 25 automatic out. And then for action number 1, we're going to shoot this man. I paid 1 more? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to shoot this man, and we're at 6 to 2. We need to succeed by 2 here. And we're gonna. Told you. He's dead. Action number 2. We're going to attempt to evade this man at 4 to 3. We have a lucky here that can help, and I believe. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We've lost the window for this. So I think we just try again. 4 to 3. Yeah, it's a bit of a misplay on my part. Another token. Cool. Don't even need to use my luckies. I know that's not really going to be doing much, like we ultimately just did nothing there, but I think next turn we can make this. Next turn I have a plan for what we can do to make this work. All right. These guys don't have Hunter? Upkeep. Well connected, does nothing. Promise of Power is pretty sick. 1 of 8. Evil card. Hey, that sucks. That kind of sucks. Actually, we'll be fine. Oh, that's bad? It is bad, so I'm gonna just like Water Protection this one, because I think this one actually would slow me down a lot if I fail this. Okay, we want Skids to go first. Now, after his turn begins, he is going to play on the lamb, so non-elite enemies cannot attack me. Ya punk. Ya punk! Action number 1. Thank you for the Infestation Test. Zoop! Oh boy. What do we want? It's going to be you, and this is going to be potentially really bad, but we'll worry about that in the future. I think we're on the steps to making this good. Okay. Action number 1, we're going to try to break through this using the well-connected to be 7-3. That's good enough. That's if you fail, right? All right. No attacks because of my... Which I'm going to just leave this in here so we remember that this is active. That's action 1. Action 2, we move up here, and then it's a party! Everyone come on over! And I think we shoot you. Actually, we probably want to start picking this guy off. Actually, probably killing the spiders is fine. Yeah. No more skulls, right? It's just a bunch of tablets and that. Okay. I think we got to take a risk here with Daisy. I think we got to take the risk. And we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay. And we're gonna go all in on it because that's the Justin way. Did I accidentally take a bullet off of this and then not put it back, or am I really only have 1 shot left on this gun? I think I only had 1 shot left. And we're gonna take our shot on not you. We're just gonna punch this guy normally, I think. At 4-1. Ooh, we miss. I will be lucky because then we have to spend this stuff eventually, right? Oh, I had to? All right, beautiful. Oh, look, it was right there the whole time. So yeah, we'll just defeat one of these guys. Okay. And then Daisy, I think you gotta risk it. Because if we can stop this from spreading, we're in a really good place. And like, we could come back for this clue, or we could just be like, I'm probably gonna come back for that clue. We're gonna go 1, 2. All these enemies are engaged with him. We're gonna test 4 all. We're gonna go 8-4. We're gonna go 10-4 because we need this to work. Nice. This becomes sanity. And now what's more important is if we draw a cultist, it now just does nothing. The cultist is a dead infestation test. This location is also no longer infested, so we can use this corrupted orderly to... he no longer gets the perk from this. Oh, RTFC! That changes everything. I would have to rewind this whole turn, and I think for posterity's sakes, I should. I think it's the only reasonable thing to do. Okay. Lucky's still in my hand. 16 here. Do we just try to kill this guy instead then? And worst case scenario, we just have to do 2 brain tests? Yeah, we just take our time, I think. All right. Let's just say I've played these still. Actually, I probably wouldn't have played on the lamb then. I definitely still would have played the gun, so I don't think I would have played on the lamb this turn. I'm going to save that for the future, and we're just going to try to kill this guy. Fire, punch. Oh, man. Goddamn green weapons. Took so many actions I had to rewind there. Shoot him. Evade him, move in. I mean, we would have had to play this first, right? But I mean, I feasibly still could. Like, this is still on the stack, because I did, like, play this first before I did anything else. So I think the cleanest thing to follow through with the plan is attempt to evade this guy, then move up here and kind of repeat the process. So we're going to use the money talks to evade him, so we're at 8-3. He's evaded. Yeah, this is just the cleanest way to replicate what's already has been done, if that makes sense. And then in that case, I'm just going to then play Daisy's turn as it was and add the curse token when this is all done. Yeah, I think that's just the cleanest way of having it all work out. All right, so I'll add the curse token after this test, which I've already also done. So we'll just run it back. I will still grab one of these at random. And then Daisy's last thing is she's going to look at the top 3 cards of her deck. And grab this PPF. No, it's deny existence. Yeah, I think that's just the cleanest way of fixing that error I made. With a bullet, right? No, I think I just punched. I think I just punched. I meant to just punch because I thought I only had one and I didn't see after. So I thought I just punched. That's why, because I only killed 1 spider last time with the success. So I think I actually did just punch. You spent a bullet but didn't go through. I think I did punch though. I thought I remember punching. I remember I didn't succeed by 2. Ah, okay, yeah. Cool. But no, I wouldn't have spent a bullet on these spiders, I don't think, but I'll trust you. You know more than I do, probably. These guys don't attack me. This guy stands up. We go to Upkeep Phase. Unexpected Courage is nice. Research Librarian is not needed. Book bad. Book is bad. Infestation Test. We cannot spread. Infestation Test for over here. Nothing happens. Okay. So I think Daisy just has to still continue to just be on cleanup duty. She's just got to, like, her focus is just clearing these infestations. In a perfect world, we would actually love to just, like, walk away from these guys. And, like, maybe even just come and help her, right? Maybe even just come and help her. We can just ignore them. We're losing on victory, but because this is just a playtest, I think that's fine. But we also could just play as if, like, we wanted to win. So we're just going to start with Daisy, I think. And she's going to give the search to Skids. And he's going to grab this Unexpected Courage. Okay. So we're going to take a shot at this man. We only got 1 shot. We're at 4, 6-2. We want him dead, so we'll commit. No, we'll use this. We're at 9-2. He's gone. Next action, we're going to try to evade this guy at 6-2. beauty. We'll draw a card. Hey, it's my trench coat. How sick. And then for our last action, we're going to just like cheese it over here, I think. Okay. Daisy's going to move in here. She's going to use the old Book of Lore on herself. We'll grab a Eureka. Okay, okay. Skids is also going to use this lightning bolt window to just test 3 to 1. To grab 2 clues. Man, the Skids is really interesting. I'm like really digging them. Nailoff, this is doing some deck testing to concept for my deck guide series. I'm testing parallel Skids. Daisy's just here because she's a reliable clue getter. She's here for the party, so to speak. All right, we're going to investigate at 6 to 2, I think. Oh. Remove these from the game. And then we're going to try to close this place at 4 to 2. 5 to 2, sorry. No, 4 to 2. 4 to 2. 4 to 2. We'll make a promise of power. So then it becomes 8 to 3. Beauty. No, I just want this. This is gone, and this is now purified. Okay. Enemy phase. This guy and apparently my money talks stand up. Upkeep is Sick Mum. And 5 curse tokens. All right, that's a bit spicy. That's fun. That's fun. All right. What do we got here? Foot bad. Infestation test. Nothing happens. Infestation test over here. It cannot spread. When do I buy this game? Well, I assume you're asking probably where. This is just a mod. This isn't an official mod, and also for reasons I cannot give you the information for the mod because I don't know if you own the entire game. I do, so that's why I'm okay with playing this one here. But you can buy Arkham Horror the card game from local game stores and all that. If you ask for Arkham Horror the card game, they'll probably be able to help you. Okay. All right, so I think we get ready. Ooh, that prey's gonna trigger. So do we move in here and then evade one of them? Daisy can also just get chunked. So if we bring out the trench coat, this guy, Lonnie can start repairing the trench coat. And then we got a nice horror sink just in case another one shows up. We then also evaded 5, which is pretty good against his 3. It's pretty good. We still have a lucky waiting. The only thing is Daisy We want these clues. Like, I'm playing this right now with the intention, like, because I'm playing this as like a testing one-shot. So, like, in my mind, the correct choice is just like Daisy grabs a clue and then moves up here. And we don't care about the victory, because this is it's just a testing thing, right? But, like, we're not testing Daisy's clue-getting capabilities, but I still feel like I should be playing with the intention of getting what I can as much as I can, right? But I mean, also, Skids could just grab the clue. That's not a bad point, Justin. So Daisy's gonna go, first things first, she's gonna look at her deck, because there's only one card left in this one. We're gonna grab this Urika. This Urika. And then she's gonna go, grab a clue and move? Yeah, she's gonna grab a clue. She's gonna attempt to anyway at 6. We're gonna go 7. No, that's dumb. We're gonna go 6 to 2. And draw a curse token. Told you. Told you. Sure. Cheese it. We're moving up here. And then Skids is gonna play his trench coat. And then we're going to investigate our location at 6 to 2. That is a success. Then do we go one more time? Three to 2? We can go 5 to 3. That is better. Another token. Hey, we did it. Whoa, good job, Skids. Good job, buddy. All right, trench coat, boop, boop. I feel like putting on your trench coat should be fast. It just feels like it should. I'm dumb. Boop. Okay, upkeep phase. The Necronomicon. The green one is fast? Yeah. But the green one, does it help with evasion attempts? Or is it just a soak? I forget. It's leather jacket versus leather coat, right? No. Leather jacket. Yeah, leather jacket. Leather jacket, leather coat, trench coat. I don't think I removed 3 cards from my deck when I did this. So we'll eat them all up. Okay. Now we go to 4 of 8. Evil card number 1. Can't play assets or events. Frozen in Fear. Infestation Test. Oh, sorry, you guys should all actually be back in here. Let's go. Everyone back in the bag. Cool. Okay. Yeah, he's right here. He's with me. Hanging out with me, having a good time. No, don't be sorry. It's nothing to be sorry for. Let's try to evade this guy at 5 to 3. We can do better. 6 to 3. Let's go again. I mean, we're almost done. Let's go 7 to 3. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep this in here. Get out of here. And we're just going to go 8 to 3. And then we're going to give him a shot. We have a bunch of guns, so it should be fine. So we have 6 to 4. Ooh, that's not great. Oh my god. Okay, we should just like... I should just get out of here. What's the fun in just failing tests, right? We're going to test 3 to 1. Maybe eat a curse token, or just gain 2 resources. Daisy! Let's try to purge this place. It has a Shroud of 3, so we have 4. We can go 6 to 3. I forget, do I search if I don't have a deck here, or do they just go back in my discard pile? Uh-oh. So we're at 4 to 3. Let's go. Oh, okay, so we'll draw a card for each tome I control, so we'll take a horror. So we'll draw... Oh, no, it's a fail! It's the auto-fail! It's the auto-fail! Oh, we fail! Then we burn the top 3, but I don't think we have a deck to do that with. It's the auto-fail. Necronomicon. Well, that was action 1. We're just going to go 4 to 3. Yeah, I knew we'd get there eventually. Oh, sick. Free waiting room. Then for our last action, have a horror. All right, this guy stands up. We'll draw a card, we'll take a horror. We're gonna spend a resource. Sorry, spend the resource. She'll take the horror, heal this. Then we draw a card. Faustian Bargain, you say? You know what? I actually don't need to do this. I don't know why I am. I think I took the horror anyway. 5. Perform an infestation test. Spider. We want an orderly, I think. Give that a shuffle because I saw the order. We want an orderly here because I think the plan is to just like finish this turn. All right, we're going to attempt to evade this human infestation test. My God, nothing happened. We're going to attempt to evade this human. We're at 8 to 3. See ya. Action 2, we're going to come up here. We're going to take an attack of opportunity just to spend 2 clues and finish this off. Okay. Okay. Let me just go like this. Now let's grab our Skids deck. Okay. Big money Skids. Big money parallel Skids. So, what didn't work here? Honestly, it's kind of strange to say it, but like, the you handle this ones weren't that scary. But I mean, like, that's because our lone wolf was a +3, right? And I mean, like, I could have kept pushing further, but just later in the game, I forgot about doing my thing every turn. Like, realistically, if you're sorry, did I say lone wolf? Your well-connected makes it so that you have an additional, like, you just, like, in the beginning of the game, you're just pumping up your resources with it. Just every turn, you're like, whoop, go, 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 right? I think the money talks is impressive. The gun situation isn't great, so like maybe instead of the Derringer, we grab the Mauser instead. No, not the Derringer, sorry, the automatic. There's only one reload in green, right? There's only one. Is there? No, there's two reloads. There's they're both events. Contraband. Yeah, contraband's one of them. And then there's the fast reload. Is that the only two? Swift reload. Probably a good idea, but I do think like even just going to the Mauser, only +1 is pretty awkward, but 5 shots is really nice. I think it is better than the automatic. I do think it is better than the automatic. Okay. And those upgrade. Yeah, the 45 Derringer upgrade is nice. And then the Mauser also upgrades, right? Incredible. Okay. I think this works. I think this does work. I like it a lot more than my first one. So much so that I'm just like deleting this deck. Get the hell out of here. Okay. There's a level 0 contraband. No. No. That card not great. Excuse me. Like I know it's another. It's like another one of these. Like it costs 4 and it reloads it, but you need to like. Realistically, you want to hope for a perfect situation where you have both in hand. I think Swift Reload 2 is a fine upgrade. If you are worried about guns and bullets. Okay. Guns is good. So we got 41 Derringer. I think they're both 2. And Mauser C96 2. I think those are both good. I still stand by, I think replacing Trenchcoat and Lonnie with Delilah and Tarot are great. You get Delilah in this deck, and oh baby. Oh yeah, High Roller 2 is definitely, yeah, pushing the money. The big money archetype. High Roller 2 help that. And then also all the luckies, baby. All right, let's upgrade this deck. Let's try like upgrading it a bit. Upgraded. Oopsie, too far. Okay, so we definitely want a Delilah. We want 2 Delilahs. And then we want 1, the Moon. And that gets rid of this trench coat. Getting the guns, I think, is a must. Okay. And then we want, I think, High Rollers, a nice addition. 2 of those. We do have to cut some cards for that one, though, which is a bit unfortunate. I think, honestly, the Lone Wolf is cute and can go. And then, realistically, the Emergency Cache can go, too. We never played it. It was a one-of just because we needed it. And then we go Lucky 2. Okay, ignore limit 2. Then we go Lucky 3. Ignore limit. So that puts us at 29 cards. We should look at more Gambits and Fortunes? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I should go back. I would like greater than 0. The Hungry Alligator. Oh, that's it, huh? I mean, I do think Copycat's not a bad choice, if we look at it like that. We want some hot streaks. Honestly, oh my god. Probably for this, let's just start here right now. Actually, yeah. No. 0. If we go there, that's 19 experience. Because then you could like upgrade the pickpocketings. Sure Gamble's pretty sick. Put these in. It's 25 experience. Contains too many cards? That's right. I need to ignore the E's. So that adds an additional, so we're at 32 cards after this. Like, you could really, I do think that sticking and aiming around 30 is, like, I think still good. Huh. Well, I mean, I should stop this recording because this is going to be a future video on the channel anyway. Goodbye, YouTube.